Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. My name is David Pendleton, and today I'm going to give you a walkthrough on Pro difficulty, Ventura Open. If you find this helpful, please subscribe. It would be much appreciated. So I went minus 16 on the front 9 and went minus 13 on the back 9. So I really screwed up the back 9 by hitting way too many great shots. To where on the front 9, my shots were dialed in and I was hitting perfect. But I'm going to walk you through those shots real quick. And, I hope you find this helpful. So we're going to hop in right into hole number 1. Hole number 1 is a par 4. We're going to play the drive with a katana and our extra mile at 10% elevation. Very easy drive. As far as spin adjustments go, we're going to be going 4 top with full right spin. And when we take our shot, we're not going to be using any overpower. We're going to do 1/2 of a ball of right curl on our drive. And what we're looking to do is get to the middle to right-hand part of the fairway on this drive and really avoid the left-hand side of the fairway completely. As in my opinion, the second shot from the right-hand part to middle part of the fairway is much easier than it is playing it left. So this is a good spot to be. This is going to be shot number 2. Shot number 2, we're going to be playing with no elevation. We're getting a 6-mile-per-hour tailwind with a little bit of a push to the right on the crosswind. So what we're going to do here is use a little bit of backspin combined with about 1 bar of left spin. Make your adjustment. Like I said, I'm playing this one with no elevation whatsoever. Hit the perfect shot. And you're going to get a smooth couple bounces with a nice right into the cup. So picking up an eagle on hole number 1. Hole number 2. Here's what I suggest, everybody. If you have a Goliath 8 or 9, use a rough bump here, okay? If you don't have a Goliath level 8, then I would suggest playing this one with the sniper and just trying to roll into the cup through the green. But for everybody who has the same type of club that I do, what you're going to want to do is use a rough bump here. So we're going to play this one. This one here is played at 10% elevation. And we're using a little bit more than 6 bars of top spin combined with 3 bars of left side spin. All right. A little bit of a glitchy green. You need to get your ball guideline directly into the cup. Now, I was originally playing this one at 20% elevation in the qualifying round, and I missed pretty well to the right, even though I was lined up just like I am now. So on this shot, I dropped it to 10%.
Perfect shot.
I hit the ball perfect. And you'll see we get a good smooth roll. So we know the speed is correct. We just miss it to the right. So moving forward, I'm going to play this one with 0%. All right. I'm going to play that one 0% elevation. Goliath with the Kingmaker. Hole number 3. You want to use a quarterback combined with a katana. And you'll see here, I had a brain fart. I was using my extra mile, and then I quickly figured out like this isn't where I'm used to lining up at, because my notes tell me that I want my white ring at the right hand rough, and obviously I couldn't do that with the extra mile, so I switched to the right club, and we're using 2.5 top combined with full left spin, and we want our white ring on the right hand part of the rough line there. And I just do that so that I find a consistent yardage marker every time on the drive, right? Because I want to find consistency. But we're going to take a normal shot, no overpower, no curl.
Great
and
shot.
I hit great left, but that's okay because we lined up on the right-hand side of the fairway. So we still come in with a nice drive here. Now, this is going to be the easiest Albatross in this tournament, and it's one you're really going to have to drop in order to get the win. And here's the easiest way to do it, everybody. Find the funnel, and you're going to do that by using 2 bars of backspin and 2.5 bars of left spin. So 2 back, 2.5 left, and you're going to play this one at mid-distance of your sniper. And you're just going to wiggle your target around until the tip of the ball guideline no longer moves. That's how you know you're in the funnel. So I'm right there at the dead center of the cup. I'm just wiggling around just a little bit. It doesn't move. I know I'm ready to take my shot at this point. This is just a normal shot, of course. No overpower, nothing like that. You get a nice, smooth roll right into the cup for an Albatross. Hole number 4, guys, I suck at. I'm actually going to skip it. I'm not playing it for a hole-in-one anymore. I got the birdie on it on the front 9 and the back 9. I'm over it. If you have a great way to play it, by all means, play it however you're playing it. But hole number 4, I don't have figured out. So I'm not going to try to figure it out in the finals. I'm just playing it for the birdie, and I'm calling it a day. Unless you have a better way. If you've got a way on hole number 4 that you're getting super close to the hole-in-one, or you have the hole-in-one figured out, then please hit me up, through the comments and let me know. And let's combine forces on it to get it figured out. So I'm going to hop it right into hole number 5. Hole number 5, we're going to be playing with an extra mile and a Titan ball. All right. 10% elevation at medium distance of your driver. And as far as this spin goes, we're going to be going with full left spin, 2.5 bars of top spin. You do not want to smash this drive because then the tree line could get in your way on the second shot. This is just a 2.5 top, full left, 10% elevation, medium distance of your driver, and 0.5 bar of left curl with no overpower, and call it a day. From here, it's going to make your second shot very simple to the green and to the pin. And I'm getting very close to the Albatross on this hole, and I'm going to walk you through what the spin adjustment to get the Albatross from here looks like. Okay, so I'm playing this shot with no elevation. And on this particular replay, I think I used 2.5 top with 4.5 right spin and aiming directly at the cup. Again, no elevation. Of course, we're at max distance of our sniper. Now, the end result is pretty good, right? A very simple putt for eagle. But I came in with a little bit too much speed, and I came into the right-hand side of the cup. So moving forward, I'm going to reduce this to 2 top spin and 4 right spin. All right? So you can see we're really close right there. A little bit too much speed and a little bit too much to the right. So on the back 9, I tried to do the 2 top and the 4 right, but instead of hitting perfect, I hit a great shot. So I wasn't able to tell if that would drop the Albatross, but I'm pretty confident that's the spin adjustment we're looking for the second shot. So second shot, 2 top, 4 right, aim at the pin, and we should be good to go. Okay, hole number 6. I'm going to show you 2 different replays to go with hole number 6. For you guys who've been playing that game for a long time, if you have a Thor hammer level 6, you can actually punch through the trees. Now, I tried to do this in qualifying with the Thor's hammer 5, and I tried to do it on the front 9, and I wasn't getting there. So you have all these tree lines here. You see you got 1 tree, 2 trees to the left. You want to aim this one to the right of the second tree. All right, in between these trees right here. You can see my ball guideline was hitting the branches. And I tried to use overpower to punch it through. But I end up clipping the branches.
Perfect shot.
Now, the good news is I made this from the rough. So if you want to see that, I can show you how I approach this shot. If you try to do that and you land in the rough, the ball guideline is very long if you try to play it too much on the green, which I'll show you. So here's what I do in situations like this, is I like to use, too much their ball guideline. I like to use backspin and 1 bar of right spin here, since we have the wind blowing, almost directly to the left. But, you line this up, you hit the shot. I drop this one for the eagle. Now, here's the safest way to play it, and here's how I'm going to play it moving forward, is this. Do this drive instead. This is going to be a very good way to get the eagle and much less dangerous, and you're going to see why on the second shot of how easy this is to drop. So we're going to use a Titan, so same ball, full top spin, and 4 bars of right side spin, and we're going to line our driver up here with the blue ring at the rough line here in the middle where that rough curves. Because we have a little bit of headwind, we need to move our target towards us so we can adjust our elevation, because if we were at max distance of our driver, we wouldn't be able to pull the rings. So we still adjust at 10%. And we're going to use about half of a bar of right curl with no overpower. Hit a perfect shot. And you're going to see here we have no fear of hitting any type of rough. And we're going to have a straight tailwind shot to the pin on our second shot. Oh, that's the wrong shot. That was our opponent. So everybody, this is shot number 2. You'll see here we're going to get straight tailwind, which is awesome. It makes it a very simple ring adjustment. We're going to play it, right around medium distance of our thorn. We're going to use a little bit of backspin just to get a good ball guideline directly into the cup. It'll be a very consistent bounce on the green, which is really important and nice. But the biggest thing that I did here, which was a huge error, is I hit great left. And you'll see that had I hit this ball perfect, this is definitely going in the cup for an eagle, as we just missed. So a perfect shot puts us right there. Now, hole number 7 is really tripping people up. I was able to get the hole-in-one on it. Again, a shot that I was working on during qualifying that I got figured out. But a fair warning, it is a dangerous play, as we're going to be super close to the rough line, all right? So you're going to be using your sniper with a Kingmaker, and we're going to go with 6 bars of backspin and 2 bars to the right with this particular wind. And we're going to be putting our yellow ring right on the left-hand rough line. So you see the yellow ring on the rough right there? We're going to pull this at 10%, mid-distance. And you have to hit perfect. If you're going to mess up, hopefully you mess up great right because you'll be on the green. But if you miss great left, you're definitely going to be in the rough or the sand. But this has been a really good line for the hole-in-one. Hole number 7, if you have a decent B52, I recommend putting that in your bag for the second shot. I have a level 5, which is, good enough to play the second shot in my opinion. But this fairway rolls fast. So here's how you're going to play it. You're going to play it with a Titan. You're going to play it at 10% elevation. And you're going to use 1 bar of backspin so you don't get too much speed on the fairway shot here. With full right spin. Okay, so 1 back, full right, adjust 10% elevation. And you can use a little bit of overpower here since you're using the backspin to get a little bit more yardage on the drive. But it really doesn't matter because the second shot is pretty straightforward.
Perfect shot.
So you see here, we use that 1 bar backspin. We get a good roll. Gives us plenty of room on the fairway. Okay, so shot number 2, like I said, I'm using a B52. If you don't like the B52, I use it for accuracy purposes. Go ahead and use your Goliath because they have the same power. So in this particular situation, I'm going to be at mid-distance of my B52, and I'm just lining up at the pin. But ultimately, on the front 9 and the back 9, I did hit perfect. And I thought 10% was good to play on this one. But I missed to the right barely on both shots. So what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm going to try to play this one at 15% in the finals. And that 15% will make me pull my rings a little bit more to the left, which I think is all that I'm going to need to do in order to stop missing right. So that's how you dial in a shot. You can add elevation or you can add spin. For me, I like to add elevation as I find it more consistent. So we almost made this one. I think 15% elevation will make me pull, about an extra 0.4 to half of a ring. And we're going to find ourselves there with an extra eagle if we hit perfect. All right, guys, last hole. This is going to be a power shot with an APOC 4. I totally screwed this one up in qualifying, but I studied my replay a lot of times, and I have it figured out, what you're going to see here. So, you hit this shot, you can definitely take the next shot with your sniper or a Goliath, depending on how much distance you get. But here's what we need to do, and it's very specific. We're going to start off with full top and 4 bars of left side spin, okay? We're going to stretch our driver out as far as we can until the orange ring is touching that rough line right there. You're going to go all the way down, and you're going to leave a little bit of space between the ball and the target. So you see that you can see a little bit of the fairway there, or whatever the hell it's called. But anyways, we want a little bit of space between the target and the ball. And we stop our needle at a full hook. And we get awesome distance, making this a very simple shot to the pin. So that's it, guys. That's your path. Hopefully you execute on it. Hopefully you hit your shots perfect. And again, if you find this helpful, it would be much appreciated if you subscribe. Thank you.